think I finished the overlay, so I guess we're going without it. It's too focused on other things. Alright, if they are ready, Emzo, if you're ready, I am ready,
Alright.
sir.
Cool. Let's do this.
Let's do it. House! It'd be interesting. What are your thoughts on this one? How do you think that they might approach this? I know it's kind of out of the usual pick-em maps right now.
Yeah, I think, I mean, obviously the reason it was taken out of the Pro League is it's like super attacker favored. But now even more so with the new operators, I think it's super aggro map. The defenders are going to have to play really aggressively to stay this no matter what bomb spot they pick. It's just going to have to be like jumping out windows, lobbing C4 out the dining room windows, stuff like that is the only thing that's really going to work to stay alive in this. I mean, heck, even Fuse is good now. You see him getting picked, so it's going to be nuts. I mean, whichever team I guess is better at playing aggressive is probably going to have the advantage of this map.
Real quick before they start, what do you think they're going to play first bomb? I know a lot of people like to do split and upstairs. Do you think we'll see a lot of basement play?
I don't think so. I mean, basement play just sucks at this point. With two operators able to take down reinforcements, Capito in the mix, it's just not worth it. You don't have the flexibility you need to move around. I mean, obviously, you're going to have to rotate in and out of gym if you want to even try and play that bomb spot. You're going to have to play it back and play long angles. But realistically, it's just not worth playing. And so I think we're going to see more likely split and top four like we're seeing here.
Oh, yeah, I guess you would call one of those upstairs, which I personally think is the strongest site to hold right here. It's very hard to get people out of construction. You have to invest a lot of resources to get people out of there.
Attackers have located
You got your standard set up here. Reinforce the closet, play the closet, make holes so that you can see it on the stairs right here. If you're just aware, we got Smoke, Mute, Valkyrie, Jaeger, and Bandit on defense.
Mute's a good choice on this one, stopping the drones from coming up the stairs. Obviously, you can jump them a little bit, but it's very difficult to try and get up those.
Yeah, I definitely like any kind of vision deny on this map. Such close quarters.
Attackers dropped.
Alright, and we have a drop. That is an unfortunate way to start the game.
Yeah, after the 15 sec.
Not much you can do after 15. EcHo gonna play up here on the tree stand. Let's get his perspective, see if I'm getting peeks right here. Bane repelling up on the side over here by Master Bedroom, looking to go all the way to the top. Oh, I see him. See if he can get a pick though.
Curious if we're gonna see Fuse on that construction window. Looks like he's gonna do. That might put a lot of people out of position in there. Although just Dino and Alpaca in there right now.
Alright, he's just gonna try to shove him. Maybe he should hold the angle a little differently.
Ooh.
But yeah, there you go. Dot dash gets the fuse charge, picks up one right there. And I guess you can call that a 1-for-1 with the drop. Another cluster charge going down, but it's muted, so he's gonna pull that right back off of there.
A bomb has been located.
I'm gonna try to get rid of it. Let's see what these defenders are doing. One playing bathroom, one in master. Smoke hanging out in the corner of construction over here. A little early on the smoke charge right there. See if that haunts him at the end as time winds down. Playing the top of the treehouse over here. Hughes gets another charge down. Doesn't hit anyone.
Activating drone.
I believe he still has one left. What do you think? What do you think, Emzo? How do you think they're going to take this? They're moving a little slow. They're running out of time. 1:15 left.
I think they're focused on getting people out of position, but they don't have a lot of intel yet. They don't necessarily know where everyone's at, but getting Alpaca down in construction, they're obviously going to put serious pressure on construction, but you have Vane jumping in to the kid's bedroom, so he's got the diffuser. They're going to go for plant there, but the rest of his teammates aren't necessarily in a good position except Capito right now.
EcHo gets a pick, though, right there. Oh, but he takes him down from behind. 3v2 here for Aptitude, looking solid so far. That power position that EcHo's been holding on top of Treehouse, as long as you can stay in there, it's definitely very powerful. There's a lot of vulnerabilities, but there's a lot of ways to utilize the position. Little pre-fire coming out. Bandit trying to get a pick. Hughes is trying to get some intel. Mute's still helping him out with that, though. Low push, 20 seconds left. They got picks, but they're going to have to start moving.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser. 15 seconds to go.
Alright, 15 seconds. Bomb's going down. Jubilant gets a pickup. But Bandit gets one right there. 2v1. He sees him through the side. Will he get the spray on him? He finally sees him out there, but no EcHo. Or ExO, excuse me, picking up a big set of kills there. Able to launch it for him. And that power position on Treehouse really showing why it's so useful if you can stay there safely.
That was definitely, I mean, a slow, like you said, play by ExO. They couldn't exactly get in fast, and Blackbeard pushing in without a lot of coverage at that point wasn't the smartest idea. They had successfully killed one member. They had the numbers advantage, but they couldn't actually take any map control. They were getting windows, and that's it. Like, they weren't in a position, for example, they didn't take bathroom to put additional pressure on the master bedroom.
Bathroom's very
They
important.
didn't even take some of construction. Like, they couldn't even push in the window on construction, like the side window, things like that. Just getting a little bit of map control would have been able to give them a lot more speed on that take, and they might have been able to pull it off, but they did pull it off by just killing from the outside, because EcHo just putting themselves out of position, trying to get aggressive. They just weren't ready. I think EcHo needed to have a little bit better intel on the outside and make those outside fast peaks, try and get some kills on those guys just hanging out.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Being inside of edge or bathroom, excuse me, is definitely helpful. It pressures the person inside of master. It pressures the person that may be playing closet or even this hallway here for construction. Took too much time, but there you have it. Now we got defense going to Aptitude. Bandit, Jaeger, Smoke, Valkyrie, and Pulse. Pulse pick is a little intriguing here. I'm gonna assume he's roaming. Be the only real use for him.
Yeah, he's going to have to be there just to kind of give some idea where people are at in the house without having to have roamers in those positions or cameras in those positions. But in doing so, if he's cut off from the rest of his team, he's not going to be able to do a whole lot.
Going for aggressive peek here. Detected.
Nice
Little cheese for him. He's going for a double peek. But see, that's why you don't get aggressive in competitive play. Players are too organized. And he got picked off right there. He definitely could have played that better. He went for the first peek, didn't get it, and at that point you have to fall back. You're on defense, you already have the advantage. Play your numbers, play the time.
Yeah, when you're fast peeking like that on defense, trying to get someone aggressively, you need to know that they're alone. You don't want to just get traded even if you get the kill.
Valkyrie has a camera out here that no one saw. Got the intel, Montang up on top. He knows that Ash is there. See if he's going to play this aggressively. Ash gonna go ahead and repel up. He finally knows it's a little bit too late. Can't quite see Happy Towel laying down there. There we go. He finally gets a spot on him. We're gonna see what they do with this intel. He looks for the peek, and he's actually able to get the down and the pickup. Vane, well played there. Good use of his Valkyrie cameras.
That's exactly what I was talking about. That's what they needed to be doing at the beginning. Not running out trying to do that, but doing it smart just like that.
Exactly. Utilizing their cameras, the black eye, getting the intel. You'll see that a lot lately as the game has developed and players have matured. So has the use of Valkyrie. It's used much more aggressively now than it ever was before. Here we go. Let's see what they're going to do. 4v4. Got a couple low on defense, though. Vane looking for a pick, and he gets another one. 2 kills so far this round for Vane. Advantage going over to Aptitude. Looking solid. A little low on the health bars. Looking good so far. They got the Montang, but they're not really utilizing it here. Like you spoke on before last round, I think getting him inside a bathroom, choking him out, very useful for getting roamers. Finally get him into construction here. See how he
Yeah, they
plays
really
this.
need to be using it for pressure, but already get take it down.
Alien picking up the big double kill. And at that point, by the time you put your shield down, he's gonna bash you. You're gonna be vulnerable. And that sums it up. Round 2 going over to Aptitude. 2-0 so far. Played really well last game. Looking good so
That's something we
far.
were talking about a lot yesterday was when you play Montaigne right now, Montaigne's abusing that hipfire animation glitch where it's kind of desynced a little bit when you switch and start holding down the fire button immediately as you're deshielding. And people are abusing that. You saw a lot of that yesterday to good advantage with Panga doing that. But if you don't know how to do that, Montaigne's not that necessarily that great just yet, because especially as you saw when he's stuck alone like that, can't do a whole lot. If you're abusing the glitch and taking advantage of being able to quick hip fire, you can kind of stand alone, but you need to not be cornered like he just was, or even if you quick hip fire, you saw what happened. Those melees just coming fast and furious, just smashes you into the wall and you have no way to get around and shoot.
Yeah, he definitely didn't react quick enough. He dropped his shield. He had an opportunity to hip fire. That is where the glitch is. I think it's just still possible to use other strats without Montang. He definitely is the strong thing to use right now offensively. But like you spoke on, it has to be used properly.
Yeah, with Montang, you need to be pushing it early. One of the things we see a lot of teams not doing when they're not like playing Pro League level is pushing with that Montang really late. Montang's a slow operator and he's not useful by himself. If you push in late, that means you usually have less than 4 people left to work with you. And in that situation, you're just less effective. You saw yesterday, for example, when you were playing the matches against Penguin, pushing in super hard with that shield, it didn't always work out, but it was a lot more effective than waiting towards the end.
Alright, let's see what they're going to do this time. Last time EcHo played up on top. He's going to go up there again. But nope, they were ready for it this time. And see, in Rainbow Six Siege, I think everyone knows by this point, you don't do the same thing twice. Everyone's going to look for it. Too easy to capitalize on something like that. And once again, EcHo, that's 2 rounds in a row he's went down early. Fortunately, his team was able to pick it up last time. Let's see how else they're going to enter the building at this point. Alpaca getting a kill right there on Jubilant. Picking him off at the top of stairs. Fuse charges going in, ADS eats it, no one's in the room. Bandit holding down bathroom. Everyone pretty much hanging out in construction right here. Let's see what they're gonna do.
I think my game dropped there, unfortunately. So I'll be right back.
Alright, so hopefully you can get back in. Blackbeard, control of pool right now. Taking their time. They still have a good amount of time left though. Hasn't even been half the round yet. Blackbeard probably going to rappel up. See if he can't get a peek on the window. Pretty risky peek though to do right there. Anyone could easily just bang you through the window. Rappel's easy to hear and pinpoint which side it's coming from.
Attackers dropped the
Gonna readjust here, see if he can't get an angle from the north side construction window. You're gonna reposition himself. Castle going for the peek. Alien going for the nade, but there's an ADS sitting in the corner that they didn't clear out quite yet. There you go, that's what they needed to do. They got the fuse charge pushed back, and there it is, that strong power from Fuse getting a pickup. And Vayne with another one. Right now it is 3-2 in favor of Aptitude. Attackers looking solid. Yellow trying to reposition himself, running up the back stairs here. Castle gonna hold down back of Master. They're gonna peek him from the outside. They got bombed down in construction. They have full control. Yellow's coming up the stairs. Dash sees him. Let's see if he can actually capitalize. Doesn't know he's pushed past so far. Slowly peeking him. He can't see him from that angle, but they have to push in. They're going to have to make a play here. Blackbeard jumps in. Vayne with another pickup right there. One left. One man in a dream. Still downstairs. He ran out of time pretty much. Not going to be able to recover. Doesn't quite know where the bomb is. That's going to be round 3. Going over to Aptitude.
Definitely playing this a lot smarter. I mean, using that fuse, you see the power of that versus, you know, what they're doing with Montaigne.
Yeah, they're definitely utilizing the fuse charges. Really, in theory, the best way to counter that is just play tight window on construction. It's very easy to hear that. Even if you don't get the kill, you can pinpoint where it's coming from and just blow up the charge. No one looking at it. 3 inside of there, they definitely should have done it.
Yeah, they're not playing house probably the way they need to be. At least, I mean, EcHo isn't, but Aptitude definitely is. I mean, this is a map that's not necessarily practiced a lot because it's not in the Pro League as well. So
yeah, not
that
played a
doesn't
lot.
help.
Not ran in scrims.
Yeah.
And I believe I saw EcHo saying that they really haven't played this map at all. So
attackers need to locate and
definitely
defuse
showing
bomb.
here.
I think with all the maps available in the pool, it's a lot harder to do map picks and bans situation, especially since these more minor league teams are less likely to have a bigger pool of maps that they can play well, and then having to pick from a bigger pool makes it even harder.
Yeah, the AM teams aren't as diverse. They're just, you know, and like you said, it's not frequently played. They're playing to what ESL does and what they're going to be competing with whenever they do become of age or they qualify. So it makes sense that they're not in tune, but the same can be said for Aptitude. They came in
10
ready. They
seconds
actually
remaining.
look like they're pretty prepared. They're gonna do
This
a
does,
split
you know,
here.
playing the off maps like this though does highlight some of the better players themselves as well, in their ability to
heading out
adapt
to defuse
regardless
the
of the
bomb.
map.
Right, their individual play, their ability to pick up their gunfights, because when you don't have your strats necessarily pre-programmed, it's more about the gunfights. Here we go. See how they go ahead and take this. Not gonna bring Montaigne to this one. This one probably would have been better.
Yeah,
Or
they're on the
Montaigne.
split now, so this is definitely a better bomb spot for Montaigne to be pushing in. Although they might have been hopping in windows, and that might be a difficult situation to do. This was trying to push in.
Looking like they're gonna try to take control of kitchen or pool first.
I like what EcHo's doing down here, trying to use the garage to his favor. Does get a nice kill on Alpaca for it, who is their top fragger right now, so that is definitely going to hurt EcHo.
Alright, he spots him on his charge right here, looking out. He already got the early pick. Been aggressive lately. Vane with another pick up there on Dino. Ooh, and smart play. Able to get pretty much all the charges. They're not going to be able to get in there or see much. Cookie's going to try to counterplay, but
Deploying sensor.
ultimately damage done. 5-3 sitting here. Hibana charges down. They're definitely going to have to figure out something else to do. See what's going on. They're gonna push around back on kitchen side, but oh, yellow, beautiful pistol kill, whips it out, whips him down. Ooh, and Sloth coming right back out with another pickup. Ain't a little bit too aggressive on the kitchen side there.
I like the way EcHo's rotating around the house constantly and taking different angles. They're taking advantage of any of the Aptitude people moving out of position and getting those picks. Now that they've whittled them down to 3 versus 3, if they can just get in and take control of at least one of the rooms and start getting control of the house, I think they could pull this off. As the defenders are a little split up, especially Vane. If they could just get Vane out like
And
they
right
just
there,
did.
like you were talking about, he
Now they
able
just
to
got to
pick 'em
take
up.
control of that pool room and watch out for shots from the bottom is where they're going to be really in trouble. See, EcHo just uses C4 though. That is going to put them in a better position here.
Oh, but
No, that doesn't matter.
EcHo comes out and hits him in the face. Really
He wasn't low
utilizing that
health,
pulse
to be
right
fair.
there.
So
It was low health, but it was a heads-up play. He was able to utilize his device on that one. Push out and get the quick knife. Bringing it to 2-2. 40 seconds left. The pressure is on here. They did get the early control. We're going to see how they handle it. 30 seconds left. Not making any progress. Just too scared for the peaks. They know one's upstairs. Not quite sure where he's at, though. EcHo going to play tight here. Let's see if he can do it again. And nope, EcHo goes down. It's a 2v1 and Alien stuck
15
upstairs.
seconds remaining.
Let's see where his rotate is. Looking at him through the
10
hatch.
seconds remaining.
I'm not sure he knows they're in that corner. Bomb's going to be going
5
down.
seconds to go.
Big heads up play there, but he doesn't see where the bomber is. Turns around, gets one shot on him. No! Couldn't get the clutch. Cookie's coming in big right there.
you know, Sloth didn't get that kill, but I got to give him a lot of credit for distracting Awian. Like that's really what won it right there, because had Awian been able to
Absolutely.
push in earlier, he would have easily got the kill on him and taken out the diffuser. But the distraction from Sloth just taking shots at him, even though he died, was absolutely worth it, and that was critical to winning that fight there.
Yeah, it was really good. I do want to note the composure from Alien to be able to look for the guy who wasn't planning as opposed to rushing the bomber. He had plenty of time. He tried to react. He almost had it. Unfortunately, he had his pistol out. If he had a gun there, I think he would have had a better chance. Ultimately, the opponent had the bomb as cover, and then there you go. Another round. Bringing it back closer. One more round for them. 3-1 so far. Semifinals. Bathwater League Qualifier.
I'm glad to see them bringing Thermite, knowing that this is split.
Attackers need to
I
locate
definitely
and
think
defuse bombs.
EcHo would have been in a better position on attack last time had they brought Hibana and Thermite. Because of the double defense on the garage, having another angle in from the gym side could put so much pressure to allow you to push in from that gym storage that they were trying to do. They would have been able to push in a lot sooner and a lot easier had they been able to take control of garage by having a Thermite and a Hibana. At least the attackers this time do have that Thermite, so they can then open up those garage walls and push in with that Montaigne EcHo's playing. I think they'll be in a good position to do so, although having Hibana as well would have been nice to be able to put a hole in the gym wall so that they could take control of garage but not allow people to jump out through it and just use it as an additional firing position.
5
But like I
seconds
said,
left.
having that Thermite will help, although they are bringing both Bandit and Mute, so this is going to be really difficult for them to
Bandit
take
and
care
Mute
of.
is really
Because
strong
if
in
they
the
Thatcher,
basement. I was
Absolutely.
thinking about how most people aren't playing the basement anymore, but you know, really with your ability to trick with both of those operators, it makes it a little bit more viable, and especially whenever you have Hibana and Thermite, which they didn't pick. They don't have a Thatcher, and they're looking to play the garage, so it's going to be a little difficult for them. You just realized that it was charged right there. It took a little bit of damage. Sees that this one isn't charged.
Well, the way it's set up with if you bring Thatcher, Hibana, and Thermite, it's actually very easy to counter both Bandit and Mute because you just Thatcher right as you shoot the Hibana discs, and you can trigger them pretty much instantly, and they can't be killed once they're fired.
Yeah, there's
unlike
nothing
the
that can get
Thermite
rid of
charge.
them, which is why I think Hibana is a little strong right now. It's why it's made maps like Clubhouse and other things like that really difficult to hold certain areas. Let's see what they're doing.
They're definitely putting all their eggs into this basket over here because they brought Montaigne, right? They're definitely planning to take Garage. And if Cookies can't slow them down, it might actually be easy for them to get control of it.
Let's go on board with Cookies. They don't see he's over here yet. Getting one pickup on Thermite, but Blackbeard able to get the trade right there. 1 for 1, not a bad scenario when you have Montaigne, and he catches him in the middle, throwing a smoke. Vane gets the pickup right there. And once again, advantage for Aptitude. They always look good early. Let's see if they can rein it in here.
EcHo can hold that door. They can do a pretty strong attack even through the wall there.
Killer looking to play it.
Oh.
And once
Aptitude,
again,
well played.
EcHo doing very good with his Montaigne play. Magnum is just so strong right now.
Smart on Sloth to open that up to make it so that EcHo isn't controlling all of the flow.
Ooh, he almost got caught out right there trying to throw a C4. Alien missed a shot that definitely could have changed the tides here. Alien getting the pickup though. And now it's a 1v2 and it's pretty much going to be all of it.
I like that coordination. That's difficult to pull off. What you just saw there with Montaigne moving and then Alien moving behind him, it's very easy to accidentally shoot your teammate. And you saw him almost hit his teammate's head a couple times.
Yeah, it looked like it was a little planned. He was fortunate.
Yeah. It was just well played. I think the Montaigne play was critical there. It gave them the ability to push in and just take room after room. Obviously, winning their gunfights makes a difference, too. It's not just all on Montaigne. But Montaigne even won his own gunfight.
Yes, he did. Got to pick up on the bottom of the stairs.
Absolutely critical to that push. Them getting that garage open definitely made a difference. They managed to get it open without Thatcher, too. So that was really on EcHo not doing a good job controlling garage despite having Mute and Bandit.
Right. Yeah, I absolutely agree. Aptitude looking very solid right here, looking very prepared actually, considering the out-of-meta map it is. But you touched on it before, and I really do like that all the maps are in. It does force you to play your band phase a little bit more strategically because no matter what, you're going to be left with maps that you haven't practiced, or you're going to be left with maps that everyone practices. So you really got to pick your poison. It's a very interesting play, and I can see how it's been affecting some of these teams. Another bedroom hold here.
So it is a match point, so they're going to want to play, obviously, their best bomb spot, and they're going to try and play it like they pretty much have. Now, we see EcHo again bringing Montaigne, which didn't do anything for them on this bomb spot previously. I think EcHo really needed to change up what they're doing. It has not been working. And on match point, you can't just do the same non-working thing again.
Right. When you're falling behind, you got to adjust. And really, that specific area is more on your in-game leader, your captain, the guy that's making the shot calls. He has to be able to identify what the problem is on the fly, make an adjustment, and then get his teammates to be able to coordinate and pull it off. So, but right there, an early pickup, and EcHo, again, his aggression coming to bite him. That's 3 rounds where he died within the first 15 seconds. Luckily, his team is playing very solid across the board to accommodate for his aggressive play. They already have control.
Luckily, he's not their only top fragger, so.
Right. Bane is doing very well. Alien with 6 kills. I mean, the whole team's doing really well. Already got the control of the basement. See how they use this Montaigne. He's not really as useful up here. More vulnerable when he's trying to get in position. There's a lot of crossfire angles outside of playing windows, and then once again, like you touched on earlier, jumping in windows can get you picked off. Interested to see how they do this. Right there, Vane with a pickup. Taking out Yellow. Ash down. Kitchen here. Getting shot at from behind.
He exposed himself to Sloth, and Sloth not getting that kill right there might really cost them because they could have easily taken control of that entire floor by killing Vane right there.
Jubilant with the pickup. Yeah, especially right there, that kill that he missed on the window.
It was such an easy kill too in terms of
going
like
to come back to
not
get him.
looking. Yeah.
And right there,
But, hey.
Alien goes, or excuse me,
Alpaca with that Montane kill, I guess, made up for
Main goes
Sloth's
down.
missed
Yeah,
shot.
now it's 2-2 down, all tied up with 3 people left. 1:15 remaining, 4-1 for all the marbles. One and done. No redo.
Alpaca needs backup, though. He's pushing up the stairs by himself, and he is their top fragger most of the time, but he's Montane right now. Needs that support.
He's gonna need him. He's all alone sitting here, kind of like a sitting duck.
I think at this point they need to open the construction window, not necessarily put pressure on, but just open it so that Aween can't just freely watch Montane like that. And you see what happens when you
Yeah,
let
he
him.
was able to flank around, get through the kitchen. Lost trying to get the counter kill.
Attackers bomb diffuser
Misses on the
active.
pre-fire, but able to get him on the readjust. 3-1 now in favor of Aptitude, and I think they might seal this up. Let's just go ahead and jump on board with Cookies and see if he got the clutch sauce on his feet.
Fortunately, we're seeing a lack of coordination on Echo's side, leaving it all down to one guy now at this point.
Not sure what he's trying to accomplish with that grenade. Just looking around. 20 seconds left, all but over. And I think that he's just going to concede defeat there, kills himself, and GG goes over to Aptitude. Looking really solid today. A 5-3 victory and a 5-1 here on House.
Well, they won their way here, and they're showing why. I think they're doing pretty well in the bathwater so far.
Very good. And now I believe the finals, I'm not sure if the other game is done yet, will be done right after this. I think I'm casting it, I'm not sure.
I think it's Salt Mines and Blood.
I thought that's what he said. Some guy named Mr. Wonderful messaged me. We'll figure it out. Thank you for stopping in, everyone. Again, I'm Johnny Senses of Sornio. This sexy monster is Emzo.
Well, good game. It was quick, but
Was quick.
at least
No
we'll see some house
juiciness
play.
on the bone.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, good times.
Yeah, good
That's
times.
it.
Thanks again. It was great. And thanks everyone for joining us. Hopefully we'll see you again shortly.